Well, hello, it's RealFaction, and welcome to The Dish Out, episode 5, because it's just not 6. This is Dustin. He is filling in for Soma, because Soma had to hang out with somebody today, so please welcome good old Dustin Dean. He's an old friend of mine. We've had him on The Dish Out before. He was on season 1. He's in a band called Solar Void, and we also featured one of his art pieces in the last season. So, give him a warm welcome. Soma will probably be back next time, and who knows, maybe we'll bring Dustin back too. How are you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. How about yourself?
I've had better days. No,
I just had to ask that.
I'm doing okay. I've got my food here. Today's program is brought to you by apples because they're just that round and juicy. Crunchy too. Oh, first off, I'd like to say this is brought to you in part by the Martell Brothers. Before I forget, Martell Brothers, they're working on an app to work with YouTube in a better way to fix all the mistakes. It's called the I think it's Martell TV app, I believe. It's Martell Brothers are my YouTube partnership. I'm a YouTube partner and I'm just kind of signed with them. They're a bunch of cool guys. Go check them out at youtube.com/Martell Brothers LLC and martellbrothers.com. They're pretty cool guys. Also, Delta Internet and Media Services. Delta helps run our website and they're a big supporter of us. Go check them out at deltaims.net, not com, .net, deltaims.net. Also, they have a Minecraft server that we usually film on. I believe the link to the server, though, is the server IP address is vanilla.madnessmc.com from what I recall, but if it's not right, I'll correct that later. So, today, in what we have with our content, first we have Vile Electrodes with Deep Red, and now me and Dustin, or Dustin and I, whatever grammar police prefer, like my mom, who isn't watching. Bravo. Yeah, Dustin and I are going to give our opinions of the song. So, starting with Dustin, what are your thoughts on the song?
I really enjoyed the atmospheric depth of it. And to me, there's something really special about it, but I don't know, I can't really put my finger on it. But there is definitely that element about it that's really, makes it stand out from a lot of other songs. What do you think?
It's music. You're not supposed to put your finger on it. Right. So, it's really experimental and elegant. It's really ambient and electronic. It's like I don't know her name, the singer, but she has this like rich, beautiful voice, and it reminds me of a beautiful early 90s easy listening track. I can't remember what it was. And I believe it has nice build-up. My only complaint is it did seem a little bit lengthy, but I guess if you're like driving, it wouldn't really matter. If you're like say driving somewhere 10 minutes, the only thing is you might not want to get too relaxed because this is more like something you would fall asleep to, really. But it's really relaxing. I think this is called electropop or something. It's a genre I haven't really looked into that much, and it's I need to expand more on other genres on this show. This was suggested forever ago by I can't remember who, but it's a really great track, and you should go check them out. The video, also you can check out the video. The video, as simple as it was really vivid, and I don't know, I thought it was pretty good, for a simple video. It was, I felt like it complemented the track. But they complemented each other, the track and the video. So, yeah, this electro pop duo, Vile Electrodes, go check out their video of Deep Red, and go check out their YouTube at youtube.com/vileelectrodes. And next on the show, we have one of my subscribers, actually, who's a pretty cool guy, Zayzayo. I believe I'm saying that right. With the Street Fighter 2 Guiles theme. I believe it's Guiles theme. That's how you say that. It's the Zayzayo remix. That was pretty good.
It's awesome.
That was pretty good. And so was this chicken. I make some pretty good chicken. It's insane. It's an insanely great revision of the theme. Street Fighter 2 had some really good music, and Zay's pretty good with making old video game music mixes like that. And I really don't know what else to say. I mean, that's the kind of music I like. You know. What are your thoughts?
I thought it was really decent. You know, a good listen if you're kind of awkwardly in between being pumped up and relaxed. But yeah, really good song. I also really liked the 80s style bass. I thought that was really cool.
I thought Street Fighter 2 was 90s, or am I wrong?
I don't know.
Late 80s, early 90s. I can't remember what year it was released. It's been a while since I played it. Alright, well, go check out Zayzayo at youtube.com/Zayzayo. That's Zayzayo. We got a couple artists this week. The first one we got is Albert Zhou, or Zhou. It's Zhou, so I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. And he's known on DeviantArt as Some Dude Guy Right is DeviantArt. And here we have his piece, Anthro Sonic. And yeah, as you can see, it's quite detailed. What are your thoughts, Dustin?
Pretty cool drawing. I like how his belt resembles a tail. You notice that? But you know, I kind of wonder what he's. I wonder what he's pointing at behind him, though, because if you notice, his finger is pointing to something further back.
Well, no, remember, because Sonic would point. That's the infamous Sonic pose, kind of. It's like Sonic would do that finger thing, and he would be pointing at nothing.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe he's. I don't know. My thoughts on this thing. I think it's a perfect background. It matches up with the Sonic logo that you see in Sonic Adventure 2. And you never really see Sonic with clothes except for the gloves and the Michael Jackson shoes. Fun fact, Michael Jackson's shoes inspired Sonic. Part of, it's for his shoes. It inspired his shoes. And that's a fun fact. And in this human form concept, it's really interesting. Sonic's always been the kind to listen to ska and punk music, so I think he would go with that kind of look. And this concept shows a highly energetic teenager. He should be a Power Ranger. Reference. What? It's interesting, though, because most people use Sonic's long quills due to his more grown-up version that was introduced in Sonic Adventure. His quills and, hair got longer. And this one would kind of mix old and new Sonic, but I think this seems more realistic, because I think if Sonic were a human being, I mean, I don't know. I think maybe he would look cooler with short hair, because I've seen concepts with long hair, and I don't know. I didn't really like it. But this one I actually like. He's like a guy with short blue hair. He could be a raver. He could be anything. But, I think it's a clean, colorful piece, and it would make some good poster art. It would be good for a poster to hang on a wall somewhere. Check out Some Dude Guy Right at his DeviantArt. Some Dude Guy Right at .deviantart.com. So check him out. Next, we have Xephio, I hope I'm saying that right, with Wenseer Day. I don't know. Xephio with Wenseer Day. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't really know what that first word means. Scrolling down here, just so you guys can get a good look at it. Now, Dustin, what do you think of this piece?
I think it's a good piece. When I look at it, I imagine like a druid kind of overlooking a kingdom while all the royal families and peasants are pretty much out to play, and he's just standing there left alone.
I'm looking here and I see like a river. I don't really see a village anywhere. It just seems kind of like a lone castle. I don't know if he's like a king or a servant coming out of the castle. There really wasn't any story explained here behind the drawing. I just saw like what he used to make this, but yeah, I mean, I personally really like it. I don't really quite understand it, but sometimes the best art speaks for itself, like introducing something that's only meant to be seen and not really understood. To me, it looks like hundreds of years ago, or some guy is like celebrating something, I guess, or maybe he's missing something, but he's like really alone, and there's like that castle. I don't know if it's his or not, but the castle looks great, and the light shining through the clouds, contrasting the darkness. I think it's a great balance. And you know, maybe he's remembering the people he lost. Maybe they got washed down the river, or some dark, twisted story we don't know. I don't know what Wansayer means, so forgive me if I'm even saying that right. There's a lot of soft yet sharp detail full of clarity, not celebrity. Celebrity. Clarity. Yeah, a lot of clarity. But I give this 2 thumbs way up. So, go check out Xephio, I believe that's how you say it, at his Newgrounds at xephio.newgrounds.com. Now, sadly to say, what happened to Ray Dude was our cameraman. He's taking a break for a while, so we might have to get another temporary cameraman, because I would either like to film more in Minecraft or figure out what we're going to do. I'd like to film some footage in the server. This is kind of taking a break from the studio. I'm currently working on a Pac-Man building. And that'll be, and you know, I've already worked on the ghosts, but it's going to be a big Pac-Man building. I haven't seen one of those. If it's out there, I haven't seen it. Before we go, I would like to ask Dustin Dean a few questions regarding his experience with music, as he is also a musician we featured in Season 1. So, yeah. So yeah, Dustin is a friend of mine. We've known each other for years, and he's been in a lot of bands, one of them being Solar Void. He's a pretty experienced drummer. How many years have you been playing drums now?
Since 2004, so about 9 years.
Wow, almost 10 years. That's a pretty long time. Don't you also like do other stuff like play guitar?
Yeah, I play guitar, bass, just whatever I can get my hands on.
But yeah, anything you've been working on lately in regards to music or whatever you're doing?
Right now, currently, I'm just focusing on the 4 bands I'm in right now. Just trying to play shows and just live the life as a musician.
4 bands?
Sakaram, Solar Void, The Girlfriends. Well, actually, I just quit 1 band, so that would be 3.
Oh.
But as far as Solar Void goes, we're hoping to record our next album pretty soon.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for that.
I gotta watch out for that. Last time we featured Dustin, we featured his band Solar Void, and they had their new album, their last album, or I guess is it the current album?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Circadian Vertigo. I think you should all check that out, because that is probably one of my top 10 favorite albums of all time. I don't know where exactly on the list it is, but it's up there. I mean, it sounds really professional to me, but Dustin's, like myself, is an experienced musician. He's got recording equipment, and currently we're trying to work on a band project. Well, I guess if no one else has any questions, then yeah. This program has been brought to you by Delta Internet and Media Services. That's deltaims.net. And we have a promo code for you. 10% off of anything that they have there for life. That is Dish01. I believe it was Dish01. I believe that was the code. You enter that promo code. If you have any trouble, just contact support. and they'll get with you. It's mainly for like website hosting and stuff like that, but there's other stuff that they do. You should go check out their site. Also, don't forget Martell Brothers, my partnership. They are very supportive, and they're working on an app that will work with YouTube to make it better. And I believe it's called Martell TV. It's the future. So go check out their website at martellbrothers.com or Martell Brothers or youtube.com/Martell Brothers LLC. And I don't think there's anything else I'm forgetting. Is there? Oh yeah, one last thing before I forget. Like I said this before in the beginning, but check out our Minecraft server, the one that we play on and film the Dish Out on from time to time. It's run by Delta. It's vanilla.madnessmc.com. It's a great server, and we're still trying to get a warp sign to the studio, but yeah, we're working on all that. There's a lot of issues going on, so we're taking one step at a time. The guys over there at Delta are swamped with lots of things going on right now. Well, I guess that's it, guys. If you don't have any more questions, this has been RealFaction and our good friend Dustin Dean here with us today, taking Soma's place because he is hanging out with his wonderful mom. My wonderful mom. Take care of him, alright? You know, try not to steal him next week, alright? But you guys have fun. I know you guys don't ever hang out, but it's cool. It's cool. But, alright. So, this has been RealFaction and Dustin Dean, and now we are signing off. So, we will see you next week. Check out all the links in the description, and we will see you soon.